What's up, guys? This is Adam from esportsheaven.com, and I'm here with Evil Genius K-Brad. How you doing today, man?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. You know, just made it out of pool, so I'm pretty happy about that. We're out here at EVO 2017. Super, super excited.
All right, you know, as you said, you just made it out of pool, so walk me a bit through your matches with any surprises, any, you know, something that might have caught you off guard.
So it was my very first match. It was a guy that played Birdie, and it was kind of a struggle for me to win. He just knew a lot of what I was going to do before I knew it. And then he told me that he was like, yeah, I saw you in my pool. I saw you in my second match. So I went home and I studied every single thing you did. I watched all your videos, and I was like, I hate that. I hate that because I don't get to study his videos, man. It's not fair. Right. But yeah, like I won that match, and then I won my second match. I had to switch to Karen. I played Cammy the first match, Karen the second match, and then I had to play Cammy again to make it out. So I was pretty happy about that. And then I made it out of pool from there.
Okay. So a little bit of surprise, but nothing too crazy. Are you playing anything else, or are you solely focusing on Street Fighter V here at EVO?
How do I feel about Street Fighter V? So the game is very good for spectators, I think. It's good because you don't know what's going to happen. It's not something where, like, you go to a tournament, you're like, okay, this guy's going to win the tournament, you know, it's boring. You know, anything can happen. There's been so many crazy upsets already that some of the legends of Street Fighter, they're not even in the tournament anymore. So, and some people are losing first round. So that's very good for spectators, but Street Fighter V, I feel like it's so crazy that it's not good for us, the players, you know. So if we could find some type of balance where someone could control the pace of the game a little bit more, I would like that, but if they don't, then oh well, we're just going to have to let it rock, you know.
You've been very vocal about your love for Street Fighter 4, and, you know, you're kind of sad to see it go and how quickly we moved on. What do you see as the key to making Street Fighter V more viable, as you say, for the players themselves?
Defense, because I feel like there's no defense in this game. I feel like it's literally like I'm all in or you're all in, and then like when it is neutral, like some characters, their neutral is just too amazing, like Karen. That's why I'm playing Karen. I'm like, okay, her neutral is just way too good. So if it ever got to the point where there is no comeback factor, both of us burned our V-triggers, and we just have to sit there and play neutral, Karen has the advantage majority of the time. So I feel like if they added some type of like defensive mechanic where if someone's pressuring you, you can get them off of you somehow, then I think the game will be a little bit better. But right now, it's like literally all offense.
I definitely understand that. So, given that, are you looking to other games maybe to, you know, satisfy your competitive needs, since Street Fighter V is not exactly where you want it to be?
No, I mean I love Street Fighter no matter what. Like I hate the fact that it's all offense, but I love the fact that it is Street Fighter. You know, I get to play Cammy White. I love Karen, and I get to play Karen. But I've been playing a lot of Tekken, so I give you that. Tekken is just, and that was my first fighter. People don't know that. Tekken was my first fighter. I dropped it because it's too much you had to learn. But now I'm back because I'm like, you don't have to put that much training mode into Street Fighter V. So since you don't, then now I'm like, since you don't, and now I'm like, oh, okay, Tekken, I can sit in training mode, I can do my own thing type of deal. So I love Tekken, and then Marvel Infinite when it comes out also. When Marvel Infinite comes out, oh, it's a wrap. I'm going to play Street Fighter V, Marvel Infinite, and hopefully I can fit some Tekken in there also.
I'm assuming that you've played the game, so how do you feel about the game, and also how do you feel about the controversy surrounding the game from the community?
Of Marvel Infinite.
Yeah.
So Marvel Infinite right now is the best game known to man. it actually is the most fun game I've ever played in my life. But I don't know how much is going to change when the game comes out, you know? Because there's a lot of cheap stuff. Like, the game is amazing, but it's a lot of cheap stuff that, like we learn day 1, day 2, day 3. Imagine when you give, like, one of those scientists 7 days with the game, 14 days with the game, and they find something so broken that they're going to have to patch it out. They're going to have to do something. So I love it. I'm very happy about the game, but I'm scared of how cheap it's going to be. I'm definitely scared of that.
How do you feel about the controversy from the community surrounding it, whether it be the graphics or the lack of characters, something like that? Do you think there's some basis for it, or do you feel like the game is so good that, you know, that doesn't matter as much, so to speak?
Right now, the game is so good that everyone needs to just relax. You know, like play the game and everyone needs to calm down. But I understand the whole, oh, the characters look ugly, like the characters look like this, my character's not in it. You know, I understand Trish is not in the game, all right? Trish will be in the game. Everyone relax. Trish is going to be in the game because they don't want me to not have Dante and Trish. You know, those are my two characters. Dante's in, Trish is going to be in. Everybody calm down. But I understand where they're coming from, but can we at least get the game first? Can we at least wait? Because Street Fighter V did not look good when they first showed it. When they first showed Street Fighter V, nobody liked it. They was like, ugh, it's ugly. But then now we look at it, it's like a very beautiful game. So the same thing is probably going to happen with Marvel Infinite, so I'm fine with that.
Are you interested in Dragon Ball FighterZ at all?
Absolutely. Vegeta, bro. So Vegeta's going to be in the game. I'm definitely going to play that. I'm not too sure how seriously I'm going to play it because I have to put in Marvel Infinite. You know, Marvel Infinite is going to put in a lot of time. I'm going to put a lot of time into that. I'm going to put a lot of time into Street Fighter V. So I'm going to play it. I don't know how long I'm going to play it, you know?
So looking forward, you're going to be putting a lot of time into multiple different games outside of Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself as like that's a strength, or do you feel like you might suffer in the other games, so to speak, playing multiple games?
No, like once you understand how you're supposed to win at fighting games, you can play whatever you want. It just depends on how much time you're gonna put into it. Like a Tekken, you have to. It's not you just play it. You have to know so many things that the other characters are doing. So it's not like Street Fighter V, where the other characters only have a certain amount of moves, and then it's like, all right, you learn all this, and then you're good. You're set for a while. Tekken, people have like over 100 moves, so you got to sit and train them all for a long time. So you're not going to be able to play Tekken. That's not going to be your main game, and then you're going to be nice at all the other games. That's not going to happen. But other games where it's like not that much you have to learn, like Street Fighter V, you don't have to learn that much. You know, like Marvel Infinite, hopefully you can find like a couple of cheap setups and you can still be nice. But if Marvel Infinite is like Tekken, where you have to learn everything, it's going to be Street Fighter. It's going to be Street Fighter V and Marvel Infinite for me. That's just how I'm going to do it.
Moving a little bit personal. So a couple months ago, you know, a lot of the people from EG moved over to Echo Fox. You had some choice words for them. A couple months later, dust settles a little bit. How are you feeling about that? Or do you see it as like a rivalry now? Just I have to beat those guys.
So I told them, I was like, I'm very happy for my friends that went over to a different team. You know, if they're getting paid more money or whatever it is, as long as they're happy, that's all I care about, is that they're happy. Right. But obviously, I'm gonna be like, now I look at you differently. It's not like if I'm playing Justin, we're best friends. I'm not looking at him like, oh, our brothers, like me and my brother are going at it. Now I'm looking at me and the enemy. Now I have more, like, I feel like I want to beat him more as opposed to before. Like, before if I lose to Justin, I'm like, okay, whatever. I lost to my teammate and my best friend. It's whatever. Now if I lose to him, I'm like, I lost to Echo Fox, huh? So it makes me feel a certain way, but I'm very happy for those guys. I'm happy for that they got the really good contracts and everything, so I'm super, super stoked for that.
So do you see yourself as like an evil genius for life, or, you know, to maintain that rivalry, or are you, you know, just you felt like Evil Genius was the best place to be this year?
I feel like it's hard for me to ever think about leaving EG. You know, I've been on it for so long. You know, now with me like being like the face of it because Justin like left. You know, we still have Chris and we still have Ricky. But I feel like for a lot of the media stuff and like streaming and all the stuff that I do, I feel like to be like the face of that the fighting game division is pretty nice. So when Justin left, I was like, it's not actually a bad thing. You know, you can get off my team and let me steal the show right now, and you go do your own thing. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
There you have it, guys. An evil genius for life right next to me. Now, I don't have any other questions for you, man. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give, words you want to say to the fans? How can the fans follow you?
Obviously, everyone can go on my Instagram, my Twitter, KBradJStorm. I'm pretty much anywhere where you can like follow me. It's at KBradJStorm. My Twitch also. Shout out to Evil Geniuses. Shout out to anybody that supports the boys. Shout out to anybody that watches my matches. If you don't watch my matches, then you know it is what it is.
There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned to esportsheaven.com for more coverage of EVO 2017. We'll see you guys.